So listen, you guys, I got 5 tips to get you dating before the new year and beyond. These are for the people who want to date and who was looking for a relationship. So if you are single and you don't want to date, ain't nothing wrong with that. Zero. Nada. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But a lot of us, we want somebody in our lives, and it starts out with dating. So let's get to it. Number one, first and foremost, you got to be open to something new. I mentioned this yesterday in a little quick scope, saying that a lot of times things are not working for us. What we're presently doing is not working for us, but we're scared to do something new, or we're apprehensive about trying what somebody else tells us to do. Why is that? Be open to trying dating a different way. If you only dated one certain way, be open to trying something new. If you've never done online dating, be open to trying online dating. We're going to talk a little bit about that. If you've only done online dating, be open to try dating organically. What's dating organically? Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. If you've only done online, but you have never dated organically is like the old way. You just happen to meet somebody in church, at the market, at the theater, whatever, then try it. Try something new. I'm going to give you all a few examples. You want to go to museums, go to theater, go watch a theater show. Look in your local ads and see what's going on. Find your calendar events for your city or a neighboring city. Go to the library, to bookstore, to Starbucks. Maybe you don't drink coffee. I mean, maybe they got some hot chocolate or something. But go take a class, something that you would like to do. Take a class, any type of class that piques your interest, a writing class or any type of class. Take a class. Go to a conference, a self-help conference. Volunteer. Do volunteer work. When you do these things, you're not doing them specifically with the intention of manhunting. See, that's the wrong thought. That's the wrong idea. Oh, I'm going to the bookstore looking for a man. Now, you're getting out and you're living. That's number 3. It's okay to date online and to use that as a tool. That's a wonderful tool. But along with that, I need y'all to check your profile. I need you to check your profile and make sure that your profile is on point. First of all, your profile should not be, number 1, too flirty, overly flirty. Your profile should not read as if you're desperate. Your profile should not read as if it's an application, like you're taking applications for your future husband. Number 4, this is a big one, you guys. And some may not agree, but like I say, I like to ask you, like Dr. Phil said, what you're doing, is it working for you? Is it working for you? Okay, if it's not working for you, I want you to try this. Don't say no to any, from now until the new year, don't say no to any date. Don't say no to anyone. If anyone asks you out on a date, don't say no unless the person is a weirdo or creepy or creeps you out in any way. Safety is first. Safety is always first. So I know that's hard, Debbie. I know it's hard to do, but you know what? Now that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother scope, or maybe I'll get to that at the end. But when people say that's hard to do, there are certain things in life that's hard, but we do them. There are certain things in life but I'm going back to number 1. Try something new. Try something new. You say, you know what? I'm going to try something new. But people say that so often. It's hard. As if that's a reason not to do something. Life is hard. Life is hard. So feel the fear and do it anyway. But don't say no to any date. This is why I say, like I say, safety first now. If you feel like somebody's a weirdo or a creep, or you feel like it's an unsafe situation, then no. Do not go out with them. But I'm talking about when we don't go out with someone for superficial reasons, like he's white and I've never dated a white person, or he's black, I've never dated a black person, or he's of a different ethnicity, I've never went out with a person of that ethnicity. or he's too short. I like men who are at least 6 feet and his profile says that he's 5'9", or he's a guy at my job and he asked me out, but he's only 5'9" and I'm 5'8". So when I wear my heels, I'm going to be taller than him. I'm talking about when we have superficial reasons like that for not going out with a person. As women, y'all, we say we want a date. We say we want love. We say we want someone to true love. We want somebody to love us, and we want, we want the happily ever after. But we cut off our own blessings because of superficial reasons. And the reason I can testify to that is because my husband, y'all, I've been married 10.5 years. We've been friends for 30 years. He is the best husband ever. I could not have asked God for any better. I mean, I could have asked God maybe if he could have been rich. I guess that would have been nice if he was rich. But other rich and 6'2". If I had to ask God for anything different, I would say, Lord, could you have made him 6'2" and rich? Those are about the only 2 things I could have asked God for. I'm different than what I have. But y'all, I could have missed out on the best thing that ever happened to me other than God and my daughter. I could have missed out on that because my husband is shorter than I am. My husband's 5'9", I'm 6'2". Now, y'all, that's a big difference. He may be 5'10". I don't think he's even 5'10". I'm 6'2", and I love heels. So on any given day, I'm 6'3", 6'4" with my heels. So he right here, and I'm up there. And y'all, we look like the odd couple. Those that know us, they say they don't even notice it anymore. But y'all, I could have missed out on that because he's shorter than me. But don't not go out with someone because of whatever superficial reason. If someone asks you out, go out on the date with them. There are several reasons to go out on the date with them. Don't look at everybody as a potential husband. When someone asks you out on a date, as women, our first thing we kind of go to is, like, no, he's not the kind of man I want to marry. Or come on, go out on a date. Going out on a date with someone does not equal or does not constitute marriage. And we got to get out of that mindset of, I can't go out on a date with him because he's not the kind of man I want to marry. First of all, you could go out on a date. It could be practice. You could be practice for future dates. You can learn things about yourself. You can learn about what you like and what you don't like. You can learn things about others. You can gain a friend. Some of us say, I don't need no friend. I got lots of friends. I want a man. I want a relationship. The best relationships are ones that start out with friends. The ones that started out as friends. And it floors me when women are like, I got enough friends. I don't want to just be his friend. You start out as friends and you don't know what that can flourish into. I understand we all have our preferences. I understand that. Not everybody like big, beautiful, voluptuous women like me and some of you. Not everybody like tall women. Not everybody like short men. We all have our own idiosyncrasies and we have our own ideas of what we like and we don't like and what we're attracted to. There's nothing wrong with what you're attracted to. There's absolutely nothing wrong with what attracts you. But what I'm saying is you don't have to feel attraction for someone to go out to and accept a date. And we make it too deep. So that's why a lot of times we can't get to the relationship because we haven't even gotten to the dates because we're cutting off our blessing before we're cutting off the possibility of having a relationship because we've cut it off at the date because they don't look the part or they don't come up to what we determine that we want to date. And number 5, don't let anyone monopolize your valuable time if it is not materializing itself into a date. And what I mean by that is we'll meet somebody, whether or not we met them at the store, we met them at the grocery store, we met them at school, work, church, we met them online, then we get a little enamored, especially women, y'all know how we are. We get a little enamored, with the person, and we let that person monopolize our time. With text messages and phone calls and all of that, but he hasn't asked you on a date, and you're like, what gives? What gives? Why haven't this guy asked me? Especially when it has nothing to do with distance or logistics. It's not like it's a long distance thing, and you're like, what gives? Why haven't women? Somebody please tell me in the comments if you ever had that happen where you talking to some guy, everything seemed to be going pretty good over text messages and phone calls and all that, but he hasn't asked you out on a date and you're like, what gives? How long does he want to talk on the phone and text message before we actually go on a date? Or he actually try to commit to anything? Yeah, see, okay, I'm not by myself. That happens, and I've seen it happen, and I heard my sisters say that, and other women say that, and I was have been in that position. But y'all, but you know why? Men are visual. Don't let a man fool you. A man that wants to go out with you, a man that is interested in you, then he's already decided that you're in the friend zone. He's already decided, yes, either he has a girlfriend or thank you, music love robot. Yes, he either already has a girlfriend, number one, or he's already decided that you're in the friend zone. It's usually one of those two. A man is visual. Don't let a man fool you and use up all your time and your energy and your free text messages and using up your free minutes. Don't let a man use up all your free minutes and all your free text messages, taking up all your time, but not trying to ask you out on a date. It's because he's already put you in a free your free minutes. Do not give a man your free minutes if he is not trying to make a move, because men are visual, and men are go-getters. And I can't speak for every single man, but I'm generalizing here. But in general, men are visual and men are go-getters. And when a man sees or hears something that he wants, he goes for it. A man is not gonna say if he found you, he think you a dime, or he think you a diamond, or whatever the terms is. If you think he's gonna waste time on the phone and text messages and let some other man grab you up, no. No, a man is competitive like that. No, he's like, no, I found a good thing. And y'all be blessed. Thank you for the hearts. Now I'm gonna Netflix and chill.